I actually presented information and evidence that the administration lied. You look at the revelations. You have to look at the National Intelligence Estimate, where people, obviously in the Intelligence Department, are talking about the CIA destruction of these tapes. You look to today's headlines, Stanley, in the Washington Post, how they reveal for the first time the Democratic leaders knew about the torture, okay? You look at the Democrats getting ready to fund the war again. You look at the Democrats not being willing to impeach the president or the vice president, even though there is incontrovertible evidence that they have committed a level of high crimes and misdemeanors. And what you're looking at is an election year where either the Democratic Party is going to be reconstituted in defense of the Constitution, in defense of its co-equality, in defense of checks and balances, in defense of civil liberties, or the Democratic Party is going to cease to be relevant. Now, I want to make this party relevant. I want to have it stand for the Constitution. I want to see it stand up and say to the Vice President and to the President of the United States, this is wrong. You cannot do this. You're defaming and defiling every good thing that this country ever stood for. You should be impeached. You should be removed from office, and to stand for what we believe in. Again, we need to do that. So, it's an issue in this election. It is the issue in this election for any small reason that I carry the Constitution of the United States with me. They may want to shred it, but here's one copy they're not going to get, okay? I know what it says.
Michael Weinstein, AIDS Healthcare Foundation, the biggest AIDS healthcare on the planet, all over the world. He's a great supporter of that. I'll tell you what we need to do, folks, besides write some big checks. I'll tell you why you need to write some big checks. The real contest is going to be New Hampshire. And there's a secret story going on that you all need to be part of. There's an independent movement in New Hampshire. Over 40% of the electorate are independents who can vote in the Democratic primary. We just left Jim Manger's house, the next president and I and Elizabeth. They are getting behind Dennis Kucinich because, I mean, you all know me, I'm a Democrat because I have to say Democrat, but I have absolutely no respect for our Democratic leadership in Washington and the way they've acted. They should have started impeachment right away when they took over the House of Representatives, okay? They should have said no more to the war and not be duplicitous and support the war the way they've been doing it. Okay, the independents are fed up with the two-party system because both Democrats and Republicans are Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is not Tweedledee or Tweedledum. This is the real deal. That's why we're all here, because we care about healthcare, we care about our environment, we care about peace. You know, we care about these things that he stands for and has stood for that we all believe in the last 40 years. And we've seen nobody take that leadership. Go up to the max if you can afford it, okay? The $2,300 will go right to New Hampshire.
To announce right now
that I'm going to put $2,300.
That he's going to put $2,300 into the campaign chest today for Dennis. And 3rd Street, there was a very small vigiling against the war. And a young student, I think a famous actress has just joined us here, a beautiful actress, but the clincher is that Elizabeth Kucinich stood there holding this anti-war, bring our troops home now banner, and after the vigil was over, young people stayed and talked to her, and certainly trumping her charm and so on, was the in-depth analysis against the war that Elizabeth Kucinich gave those students and so on. I just want to pay tribute to you for being there. It was absolutely marvelous. You don't have to compromise your principles this year. You don't have to take either the lesser of two evils or the evil of two lessers. This Bree Walker, $2,300. Oh, wait a moment. Now, people, some of us don't have the capacity to give at $2,300, but every penny counts in this campaign.
Thanks, George LaFave.
George, thank you, George. I feel the vital juice. 2,000 between you. $500. Oh, okay. $300. The campaign is not about money. It's about principles.
A young filmmaker here who's been critically acclaimed for her work and development of it called Freedom from Despair. And Brenda, I wanted to recognize you and to thank you for your work. Just please stand up so everyone can recognize Brenda Kucinich. We are on the threshold of dramatically changing this election. I am not going to be entering into competition in Iowa. We are going to put all of our emphasis on New Hampshire because we see the opportunity for a breakthrough there. And it's not a caucus state, it is a state where people will be balloting. They're starting to think about the implications of their choice.
21st in Oakland, and we'll be going all the way down to Oceanside, and we'll be making stops all along the way. All of the information is available on our website, which is dennis4president.com, dennisforpresident.com, and there's also these very green flyers which are available at the table.
Did you abolish the Federal Reserve?
We're going to change it. We're going to change it for sure, right? It will be changed, and it will be responsible.
We met, I'm Holly's friend, I filmed you for the Doug Ada. I remember.
Your campaign. Thank you.
Bravo!
One more, please.
Bravo!
To dream the impossible dream. To fight the unbeatable foe. To bear with unbearable sorrow. To run where the brave dare not go. To right the unrightable wrong. To love pure and chaste from afar. To try when your arms are too weary. To reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if I only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars, still strong with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. And the world